Welcome back to T-Facts, where we dive into the latest and most buzzworthy stories. Today, we've got 5 exciting updates from the world of Below Deck Down under that you won't want to miss. First up, we're exploring the thrilling mid-season trailer for Below Deck Down under Season 3. Captain Jason is shaking things up, and it looks like romance might be brewing amidst the crew drama. Don't miss the behind-the-scenes action that has fans on the edge of their seats. In our second story, we shine a spotlight on the newest cast member, Nicolas Cattelan. With just 6 months of experience in the yachting world, Nicolas has a lot to prove. Let's dive into his journey, challenges, and what he brings to the table. Now, onto the juicy details. We'll recap episode 11, where the dynamics of the crew shifted dramatically after Captain Jason made the tough decision to fire Wihan and Johnny. What led to this pivotal moment? Stay tuned to find out. In our fourth segment, we dissect the reasons behind the shocking firings in episode 11. What behaviors crossed the line, and how will this impact the overall crew morale? We have all the details. Finally, we'll give you another deep dive into episode 11, focusing on how the crew is coping with the changes and the introduction of 2 new members. What does this mean for the future of Below Deck Down Under? Ready for the scoop? Hit that subscribe button, and let's jump into these stories. In our first story, we're diving deep into the thrilling mid-season trailer for Below Deck Down under Season 3. The newly released teaser is packed with drama, romance, and unexpected twists that are sure to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Captain Jason Chambers is back with a firm hand, as viewers can see he's taking steps to restore discipline within his crew after some tumultuous episodes. The trailer showcases the aftermath of the recent firings of crew members Wihan and Johnny, whose behaviors led to significant disruptions on board. With their exits, the dynamics among the remaining cast members are shifting, creating new alliances and rivalries. Fans will get a glimpse of Harry, who is eager to step into a leadership role as he vies for the position of lead deckhand. Excitingly, we also see budding romances. Elijah Harris and Nate Salmon appear to be forming a connection, possibly igniting a new boatman's following Johnny's departure. Elijah's past relationship with Johnny has left her in a vulnerable state, and her feelings for Nate seem to be developing at the perfect time. Moreover, the trailer hints at emotional moments with Brianna Duffield and Harry Van Vliet as they navigate their own relationship complexities. Viewers will see Brianna struggling with her emotions after recent events, making their interactions even more compelling. As we anticipate the new episodes, it's clear that the atmosphere on the yacht is changing. Captain Jason's approach to leadership will be tested, as he must ensure the crew maintains professionalism while also fostering a supportive environment. Stay tuned because Below Deck Down under Season 3 is heating up, with new episodes airing every week on Bravo and available for streaming on Peacock. You won't want to miss how these relationships unfold, and whether Captain Jason can successfully guide his team through the challenges ahead. In our second story, let's take a closer look at the newest cast member joining the Below Deck Down under crew, Nicolas Cattelan. At just 24 years old, Nicolas is stepping onto the yacht with only 6 months of yachting experience under his belt, making his debut in a challenging environment. The trailer and recent episodes have given us some insights into Nicolas's background. He comes from a diverse upbringing and has shared that he was always interested in movies and science during his school years. This multifaceted background could bring an interesting perspective to the crew dynamics. As we saw in episode 11, Nicolas was introduced after Captain Jason made the tough decision to fire Wihan and Johnny, and he proudly took on the role of deckhand. However, his rookie status didn't come without its hurdles. In his very first charter, he found himself facing the daunting challenge of balancing his eagerness to impress both the crew and the guests. Things took a turn when he made a critical mistake by drinking tequila with the guests, not realizing that he should adhere to the yacht's strict no-drinking policy during work hours. During a confessional, Nicolas expressed his realization that working on a luxury superyacht was much more demanding than he anticipated. He referred to the yacht as by far the biggest boat he had ever been on, which highlights the steep learning curve he's experiencing. Despite his initial mistakes, Nicolas's willingness to learn and adapt is evident, and he recognizes the importance of accountability in this high-pressure environment. Fans are rooting for Nicolas as he navigates the ups and downs of yacht life, and it will be intriguing to see how he bonds with the rest of the crew. Will he form connections and prove himself among a team that has already seen its fair share of drama? Stay tuned to find out how this green deckhand manages to integrate himself into the complex world of Below Deck Down Under. Now, onto the juicy details. In our third story, we're recapping episode 11 of Below Deck Down Under, a pivotal moment in the show's third season that marked significant changes on board. Titled, The Shots You Don't Take. This episode aired on April 14, 2025, and featured a roller coaster of emotions as Captain Jason made the tough call to fire 2 crew members. As tensions escalated among the crew, viewers witnessed the fallout from ongoing conflicts involving Wihan and Johnny. Captain Jason's decision stemmed from their behaviors that were detrimental to the team dynamic. Wihan's lack of responsibility and Johnny's aggressive outbursts came to a head, prompting Captain Jason to take action in an effort to restore order on the yacht. The episode opened with the crew grappling with the implications of the firings, while new cast members Nate Salmon and Nicolas Cattelan prepared to join their ranks. Captain Jason emphasized that such behaviors could not be tolerated, setting a clear tone for the ship's work environment. The atmosphere was thick with uncertainty, as crew members questioned how they would cope with the absence of 2 of their own. Notably, the episode provided an emotional moment when Johnny confronted his feelings for Alicia after being dismissed. Their previously budding romantic connection was put to the test amidst the chaos, highlighting the complexity of relationships on the show. Meanwhile, Wihan's clashes with fellow crew members, particularly Harry, brought to light the underlying tensions that had been brewing, ultimately leading to his dismissal. Captain Jason took a direct approach, addressing the crew and explaining his decisions while stressing the need for accountability moving forward. The dynamics on board have shifted dramatically, and the remaining crew members are now faced with the challenge of adapting to their new reality. With emotions running high and relationships at stake, episode 11 served as a turning point for Below Deck Down Under. It not only set the stage for upcoming episodes, but also showcased why viewers remain captivated by the drama that unfolds on the high seas. Make sure to catch the latest episodes to see how these developments continue to play out. In our fourth segment, we dissect the reasons behind the shocking firings in episode 11 of Below Deck Down Under. This episode was a turning point, revealing just how critical certain behaviors can be in a high-pressure environment like a superyacht. Captain Jason's decision to let go of Wihan and Johnny was not made lightly. Viewers witnessed the mounting tensions and conflicts that had been brewing among the crew. Wihan, who had been a source of frustration for many, had consistently failed to take responsibility for his actions, clashing with several team members, including Harry. His inability to manage conflict and foster a positive working atmosphere ultimately sealed his fate. On the other hand, Johnny's aggressive behavior was alarming. His emotional reaction to a misunderstanding with Alicia raised red flags and forced Captain Jason's hand. The incident not only placed Alicia in an uncomfortable position, but also signaled that Johnny's conduct was unacceptable for the environment they were trying to maintain. In a confessional interview, Captain Jason stated that he had received numerous complaints from the crew about Wihan's management style, which was perceived as dismissive and uninvolved. This lack of accountability from Wihan contrasted sharply with the standards expected on the yacht, prompting Captain Jason to take decisive action against both crew members. Fans have expressed mixed reactions to these firings. While some feel that the captain made the right calls to protect the crew's morale, others are left wondering about the implications of such drastic decisions. Who will step in to fill their shoes, and how will the remaining crew adapt to the changes? With the crew dynamics in flux and new members like Nicolas and Nate stepping into the spotlight, it's clear that the fallout from these firings will resonate throughout the upcoming episodes. Be sure to watch as the remaining cast navigates this new chapter and strives to maintain harmony on board. Finally, we'll give you another deep dive into episode 11, focusing on how the crew is coping with the changes and the introduction of 2 new members, Nate Salmon and Nicolas Cattelan. With the departure of Wihan and Johnny, the remaining crew members are left to navigate a new structure and dynamic onboard. The atmosphere has undoubtedly shifted, as Captain Jason emphasizes the importance of teamwork and accountability. Viewers have been treated to scenes showing how the crew is adjusting, with some stepping up to fill the gaps left by the departed members. The introduction of Nate, a new bosun, brings a fresh perspective, and he is quickly trying to establish himself as a competent leader while fostering camaraderie among the team. Nicolas, on the other hand, is still figuring out the ropes as he wrestles with being the new guy in a challenging environment. His early misstep of drinking on charter has placed him in a precarious position, and he knows he must prove himself to gain the trust of his fellow crew members. As he learns from his mistakes, viewers are left wondering whether he can rise to the occasion or if he'll face additional trouble. In the wake of Johnny and Wihan's firings, the remaining cast is also reflecting on their own roles and relationships. Elijah, in particular, struggles with the emotional aftermath of losing Johnny while trying to explore her feelings for Nate. The intricacies of shipboard romance and friendships are highlighted as tensions rise and alliances are tested. As this season progresses, it will be intriguing to see how these new dynamics play out during their upcoming charters. Will the team successfully overcome past conflicts to create a more stable environment, or will the drama continue to unfold in unexpected ways? Stay tuned with us as Below Deck Down Under continues to bring fans the excitement, relationships, and drama that keep them coming back for more. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any updates.